now the fun stuff. We have to talk about getting dubbed. That's
Wait,
what I'm here for. We need
wait,
to speak
Ooms,
about getting dubbed. I need your dub
eh,
stories,
do
boys.
you have a dub story?
I have multiple.
Oh, I
I
have
figured.
one thing in
Oh,
mind.
Okay, I have multiple.
wait.
Do I mean, I don't know if I've said this one, but me and Sap Saduka left the gym. Um, first of all, I'm just stupid, right? Because it was like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh
It
boy.
was mad late, walking on the most sus road, right?
I think you.
Me
I
and
think
my
you
boy
mentioned
Sap.
this.
Have I
Yeah,
said this on pod?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
recall.
well,
Well,
we
go
got
ahead. Go
dubbed.
ahead.
Anyway, super sus road, walked up to a woman, asked her for a Snapchat in the weirdest way possible. And just reminiscing on that, it's just like, what is wrong with you and why did you do that? Now she has a black boyfriend and I'm upset because that could have been me. But
Are you? Do you crop hit your face over? It'd be
no,
like,
I don't.
damn, that could have.
I'm not a hater.
So
I'm
what
just
was a
saying
super weird way?
it was just 10 o'clock at night and I approached her
Yeah, there's a
from
there's.
behind and she was like, you didn't have to be so weird about this. And I was like, I didn't know, but now I do know.
She
So
said that?
yeah, she said that.
Oh damn.
Yeah, no. So like, that's one thing that I like. I think a lot of men have to put into perspective is just like the experience of a woman and how it's always so stressful when it's like being around men. So it's like there's certain like cues that guys have to pick up on. So like if you're walking behind a woman on a path, it's like, all right, I either pass her and be like, oh, excuse me, to like pronounce yourself, or just like give yourself some distance from her. So it's like she doesn't
Mm,
feel like nervous because there's some dude like walking behind her, kind of thing,
I blame
Yeah.
Sap. He didn't tell
or
him to stop. So whatever.
or just like those little things that like guys might do because there's like, oh yeah, I'm interested, so let me do this. But it's like, all right, there has to be a certain type of approach, kind of thing.
Even when you're not interested. I remember I was I was walking with like three girls in Boston, and I'm like, it was just me and the three of them. I'm like, all right, if some nigga comes up here tries to grab, I gotta, I don't know,
I gotta be the defender.
I gotta defend. All right, I gotta be behind them, and I gotta be in the middle of them in case someone comes from behind, someone comes from front.
Okay,
Like
kid.
I think about these things, and I don't know
Yeah,
how I'd fare in this situation, but
Mm,
I think about them at least, you know.
gotta try something.
Yeah.
yeah, nah, for sure, for sure. And it's like in language too. It's like I know a lot of people like if you approach someone like, "Oh, hey, beautiful," it's like,
No.
all right, like you just starting off on the wrong foot type of thing. But I don't know. Maybe there's some people who like it, but I'm guessing that majority of people do not
No,
appreciate those certain
just
approaches.
don't approach them on dimly lit streets, okay?
Also
I get
that
it. I get it, Justin. Thanks.
no,
I was aware, but but it's
okay,
fine.
but you learned, and
Yes, yes, I
so
did.
you built from that. You're not doing it all the time, and it's like
There's been
like
many.
damn, what's wrong?
There's been many a dub from the Bibster, but don't even. We're not even gonna focus on that. Can
Oh,
you guys
okay.
share now?
I
Thanks.
have I have one. I have one. I just
Okay.
thought of.
Ooh.
I feel like Claus would be better, so let me go first.
No. I think yours will be better.
No,
Huh.
it's definitely not.
Why? Why'd you think
So
mine is gonna be better? You think
I don't.
I just
No,
get dubbed in funnier ways than you?
no. I
Yes.
think okay, babe.
Oh, no, fuck you.
It's not even a funny story. This is just a dumb story. So I don't have you guys like feel left out. Um.
Oh, thanks.
So this was I being in a panoramic. Um. The dating apps have been like if it's out of boredom or just like out of curiosity, like my thing to
They've
do,
been
right?
hitting for you.
Huh?
They've been hitting for you.
I not really like, but
That's not what I'm
there
hearing.
was this some there was this one person who I had matched with like right when the pandemic hit, and we were like planning to do something, and then like world shut down. So I was like, oh damn, and then like things started getting crazy, personal things, so like
Mhm.
contact kind of just dissipated, right? Then like things started looking up, and I was like, like I'm still like interested in this person. So I was like, I hit them up again, and the conversation was good, blah blah blah. And then they like we were going on like a weekend. I was like, hey, yeah, maybe we should like if you want to link up, go somewhere, do something. And you're like, yeah, sure. So then I was like, all right, I had like an assignment or something or like a test I had to do. And I was like, all right, let me hit you up in like in tomorrow or something. And then she's like, okay, sure, yeah, yeah. So I did whatever test, and I hit them up the next day, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on? Like, you still down to go somewhere?" And then they were like, "Yeah, sure." And then I was like, "Okay, when do you want to do something?" And then it was just ghost. And I was like, "Wait, did I do something? What did I?"
Yes,
No.
you did.
I was so confused, and like I don't think it's anything I said. I really don't. I don't know. Maybe I need another perspective because
She could have just met some other dude, right?
Facts.
I'm guessing like that's the other like I just lost. I took an L on that one, but it sucked because it was like she was like really into fashion and she was like had dope music, and I was like, damn, this could have worked. But
You
it was just
construct this
ghosted.
false reality in your brain once you start talking to a girl,
I think so.
and
Yeah.
then because that's what happens to most guys, right?
I try not to, but it's
It's
like,
hard. It's
yeah,
like, oh, she's so cool and she's cute. Like, oh, come on, let's link, and then boom, she goes to you. It's like, oh, okay, I'm not shit.
like, and give a man a chance, bro. But that's my
But
dumb
you
story.
gotta.
Anyway, it was
I,
it was
I
literally
thought
like
it should.
what?
Sorry. Go
No, no,
ahead.
go.
No, I thought I was like thinking campus or school related dub stories. That's why I brought
Oh,
it up. But thank you for sharing that because
nah,
I
yeah,
appreciate that more.
ghost dub story. And then like a week later, I'm just like, damn,
It's
that's
because of the
funny.
school assignment, you know. That's why.
That's why I was
It
like,
was
yo,
school.
was it because I was like, yo, hold on, let me hit you
Mm.
back? Does she think I have like a side or something? I'm like, nah, bro, I just am dumb and I need to do work sometime. I'm like, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was funny. Funny story to me.
Ah.
Oh, this
I
guy has
remember.
multiple.
I
I
remember
like it.
this freshman year one time. Um, I got a little bit enemy. You know, it's funny. It's funny. I'll tell you exactly what happened. So I'm in this. It's me and my boy. Shout out to Wigglewort. We're in this off-campus party. I think mad upperclassmen are there, but um, suddenly I see a black man. I'm like, oh shit! So I see this black and I approach him, and then he's like, I've been looking out for you. I've been watching you. And then we tap him, and then I'm like, hey man, I'm a freshman. How do we maneuver these situations, right? Mad white people
This
everywhere.
guy Claude loves marketing, loves networking, bro. Hey man, I'm a freshman. Just
No,
kidding.
no.
That's funny.
Finance major, and I
I'm
was
wondering,
wondering.
how do we maneuver these situations? He's like, honestly, bro, you just gotta be recognized as the token. He's like,
Oh
you gotta
my
let them come
gosh,
to you. And
that
I'm
was
like,
some dark advice,
I'm
right?
like, all right. And then
Oh my.
You just have to subside to
but
your
then I
master.
see this one cute chick. She's on her phone, and I'm like, all right, bet. Let me take this opportunity. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. She was on her phone, and I was like, all right. I walk up to her. I'm like, oh man, party this boring that you're on your phone. And she's like, yeah.
Mm.
Then she turns away, away from me on her phone.
She said,
Oh
She
yeah,
She's like, yeah.
no thanks.
Oh no.
And I'm like,
Oh, me
wow.
no.
And it's funny because her friends were definitely looking at me as I did this. And then I heard one thing go, and then they went like that.
Oh.
It's funny though. But you lose
That's
some.
Oh
funny.
my gosh.
Yeah,
But
exactly. See,
I also remember,
Oh.
there was this girl that was eyeing me down at that party. There was this one chick, this blonde girl. She was giving me the eyes. So I
Okay.
swear she wanted, but I didn't. But it was after I got dubbed, so I was
Yeah.
feeling low.
you were
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
damn
feeling
son.
low,
Yeah.
but
Nah, you could have been. He's like, oh, okay, maybe this time. This time.
nah,
Oh
nah. I
man.
was feeling low.
That's
I probably should have, but yeah.
that's all right. Yo, exactly. Like that's the thing. Sometimes you take L's and you gotta eat it.
Dust it off. Yeah,
You gotta eat the punch and go for the next one. The round's not
Oh
over. You
god.
gotta keep
Now
going.
I know that line is trash because she was probably texting someone on her phone and didn't want to be talked to. Like she probably just didn't want anyone talking to her, so that's why she's probably on her phone.
Oh
But the line
man.
was trash.
Thank
Probably
you for
thought you were
sharing
gonna
that. That
steal
was
her
great.
phone.
All right, fuck you. Yeah,